And we're back on Bearcave MMA.
Hi.
I'm Josh Quagliato. Shut up! Why do you do that? You can't interrupt me every time.
Hi, equal co-host.
I hate you.
We have special guests on the 4th of July. Kevo.
I can't
Heller.
introduce himself.
Oh.
You interrupt him before you start
Kevin
talking.
Albert Heller.
Who the hell is Albert?
Daniel Professor Flake. Pareto.
Real middle
There's
lane,
someone
by the
in
way.
the shadows too, but we're not sure if they're talking.
Our tech guy, Christian Vasquez.
The worst tech guy we've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
sorry.
really set any of this up.
Kevin, you're a new guest. You have to introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Kevin, and I got a better
Albert.
mustache than you guys.
He does
Debatable.
have a point.
Yeah, I know all of you can see it, so you're welcome.
Technically, he is correct. The best guy is correct.
Better than that pedo stash over there.
It's not a pedo stand.
I agree 100%.
It's not a pedo stand.
You know
It
who
is a
said that?
pedo stand.
Many men in the 1920s had this, and none of them touched children.
For everybody that's listening, I suggest you take a look at Bearcave MMA's Instagram photo a little bit later on and judge the tall, fat guy with the pedo mustache, and leave your comments and let us know what you think.
Hey, Frank Mir, we're a pedophile.
We don't need comments. Just look at the picture. I'm
Son
not
of
gonna-
Frank me or nah?
Weird uncle of Frank Mir?
Alright, so today is the 4th of July.
Yay,
and-
America.
Which means it starts fight week.
Whoop whoop!
So it's a whole week of fights
We got
with
5
UFC
days.
200, the biggest fight card of all time. In the
July
beginning.
9th.
And before we get to Brock Lesnar, which is pretty much the only reason Daddy's here.
Brock Lesnar, that mouth.
Mark Hunt over everyone.
My cunt.
Yo,
We
Mark,
might be down to co-host. Give me 1 second.
He struck me.
he just smacked Kevin.
You're all beautiful people. Excellent, beautiful people.
You know what I saw with Mark Hunt? Is that he was pissed that Brock Lesnar skipped a bunch of drug tests.
Yeah.
I don't see what he's pissed about. I was like, you're going to make like $5 million off this guy. Like, what are you pissed about? Would you know what, Mark Hunt? We'll take away the Brock fight. You can fight fucking Steven Struve. See how much money you make.
Let me know how that works.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if I had
Lose
to
your
get
spot,
into
call
a
me the
cage
man.
with somebody, I'd prefer they be tested for steroids.
he called out Brock Lesnar like
Would you
8
though?
months ago when Brock was thinking about coming back. Now that he's got him, he's going to complain. I'm like, what did you expect?
That he's on steroids? Yes, I think
They-
that's something noteworthy.
Brock said it
Is it
best.
though?
He's a white boy and he's jacked. Get over it.
Exactly.
Right, Danny?
Wait.
Wouldn't you concur?
If
I
we're ever
absolutely
gonna-
concur.
We have a title fight that's being shown before the Brock Lesnar Mark Hunt fight
Yeah.
because it's women's
Because
MMA.
Brock Lesnar brings in the money, and Brock Lesnar took down The Undertaker. Brock Lesnar.
He
I'm
beat
pretty
the
sure.
streak.
I'm pretty sure you can get a couple more Brock Lesnars in there. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't look at people.
So awkward.
Yeah,
Fuck
about
you.
If
that.
you guys were in the studio, nobody's looking at you. Alright, let's start off with Thursday night. With the main event of that fight is Rafael Dos Anjos versus Eddie Alvarez is the main event. And then we have notable fights in there, which isn't too many. We got Al Jabain, who's a professional model on the side,
thought
fighting
he gave
Bilal
up modeling.
Muhammad. No, I think he still does it a little bit.
I don't know
Maybe
why
he
it's so
gave it
fucking
up. I
funny.
don't know.
I get the shit beat out of me and then I take beautiful photos.
Yeah.
We got Joe Duffy, the guy who beat
Joe
Conor
Duffy.
McGregor,
Yep.
and facing Mitch Clark. And then we have, which is my favorite, which is going to be a fucking rock'em sock'em match, Roy Nelson versus Derek the Black Beast Lewis. Literally the Black Beast, that's his name.
We deemed it.
We didn't think you were that racist.
So let's start
Is it
with
racist?
Alan Jabain versus Bilal Muhammad. I think Jabain, for this is going to be a fight he has to win because Bilal Muhammad's never fought in the UFC before. I'm kind of confused as
Isn't
far
every
fight
fight you
even
have to
gets set up. Really have to
You have to
win.
win every fight.
Because he's a pretty
Right?
big guy in the welterweight. Oh, fuck off.
He's really got to win
Fuck
this fight.
off.
It'd be really great for his
Guys,
career if he
If
won
I win
this
this fight,
fight.
I promise to lose the next two.
Exactly.
Well, this guy's not even in the fucking UFC. I hope he wins. This is the first fight in the UFC. He has to win because he keeps going back and forth in the welterweight division. That's all I'm saying.
What was his
That's
last
your
two
whole
fights? What was the
I think
result?
I think he lost the last one, wasn't it? Didn't he fight in Australia, the Ronda Rousey card?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember.
Right, he lost to Richard Walsh, I thought. Or
Walsh.
No, he beat Richard Walsh.
Okay, but what,
So
before that...
I think this is for to gain momentum. No, I think that was his last fight.
Okay.
So,
Because I've noticed that there's some fighters that have like patterns with records. It'd be like you lose one, win two, lose one, win two, and you kind of
my big
guess.
thing would win 2 or 3 and then lose one.
Yeah.
for the longest
Danny
time.
has an algorithm.
No, there is one fighter.
Professor Flake figured out the algorithm.
There is one fighter, I can't think of his name, that he had that type of record where he'd win 2, lose 1, win 2, lose 1, and you could just predict what his next fight was going to be. Call me Zolo.
I mean, this would be helpful if we had a name, though. A man needs a name.
We got Joe Duffy versus Mitch Clark in this one.
Duffy.
Mitch Clark is fairly...
I got Duffy on that one.
Joe Duffy?
Yeah.
He just came off that loss to Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Where he
that's
got
Dustin
dusted.
Poirier.
Got dusted. Got dusted. He's a really good fighter. I thought he was going to win that fight. I was very surprised. He has good jiu-jitsu. He has good striking. He stopped MMA for a while, tried pro boxing, and then came back to MMA.
Who, Duffy?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
that.
like choking people out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, kicking the shit out of people in the face this time. Like,
He does have good leg kicks.
yeah, he does.
And his hands are good. I'm going to predict Joe Duffy for that.
Yeah, I put-
Now, for the real good fights, we got Roy Nelson versus Derek Lewis.
I
This
have
one-
to go with Roy, but I feel like he hasn't been doing too much lately. Making me sad.
Roy,
He just won, right? Who did he just beat? Roy Nelson.
Did he just lose to what's his face?
No, he just beat what's his name? Jared Rosehalt.
Yeah.
It was unanimous
Yeah.
decision,
On
but he just beat
the
Jared
Hendricks
Rosehalt.
vs. Thompson fight.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that was so
okay,
boring,
yeah.
that fight.
I
They
know
caught
that.
Jared
No, yeah, I
Rosehalt
remember that.
Yeah.
after the fight, even though he has a 6-2 record in the UFC.
Yeah.
But they were basically
Yeah.
like, you're too boring.
Yeah.
There's no reason to watch.
He made Roy Nelson boring. That's how you know he's boring.
Yeah,
Roy Nelson's never boring.
because Roy Nelson's kill or be killed.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm scared for with this Derek Brunson fight because they're both
Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis. They're both phenomenal strikers, but I feel like they're gonna hesitate because they know that it could go either way for them. 1 punch knockout.
Well, that's what happens sometimes when you get 2 knockout artists. They get skittish
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, with 1 punch.
It could go either way.
Someone
You
dies.
could- There's so many fights that happens.
Mm.
Mm.
Can you name one, Rich? Off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head,
Yeah.
oh, God, why did you do that?
A man needs a name, Rich.
Heavyweights.
Heavyweights?
Heavyweights.
Chance, when was the last time that happened? I don't know. I don't remember boring fights.
No, they're not boring, but I don't know.
Where they're just like not doing anything. Oh, that's like the
Maybe.
Kimbo Slice Alexander Houston fight.
Rest in peace.
Thank you.
Okay, see, I finally remembered. Alexander Houston versus Kimbo Slice. Literally, they didn't do anything for 1 round. Houston kept circling the fucking cage. It was one of those fights where I actually almost turned off the TV because I hated it that much. Almost. I didn't, but I almost did.
What a true MMA fan. I love it.
And then we have the main event, Rafael Dos Anjos versus Eddie Alvarez. What are our predictions for that one?
Dos Anjos.
I want to.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say Alvarez, but
People are sure.
get out of my house.
Eddie Alvarez is crappy. He beat he's beating Anthony Pettis. He beat Gilbert Melendez. He's been fighting a lot of big names. He's been winning the fights. I think.
Well, he
has
came
real
in with a
chance
loss to
of
Cerrone, which I wasn't surprised by.
That was a close fight, though.
No,
Oh,
not
I see.
even. Not
Oh.
even.
What do you-
It was not split decision, but it was still Cerrone all 3 rounds.
Yeah, but he didn't really dominate out Eddie. It was a scrappy fight.
Yeah.
I think that was like 2 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was that long ago?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
that
it was like
long.
2000 and like late 2014. No.
When he first came in, that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Yeah, yo.
that was his first
Pop
fight.
out of nowhere
Yeah.
with the
Have
facts.
with the facts.
Yeah, that was like 2 years. So you gotta figure. And Donald Cerrone, Dos Anjos fought Cerrone how long ago?
Couple
Like this last
February,
card.
right?
Yeah, right. The last
February.
The last card they're both on. They
They
both
got
fought.
starched.
yeah, first round.
It was brutal.
Yeah. So you got to figure that Alvarez hopefully matured a little bit more so in that time. 2
Yeah,
years.
Cerrone couldn't have won that fight with a pipe. Fucking lit up. Though Cerrone did bounce back. He just beat the shit out of
Patrick Cote,
Cortez.
and then he had a submission win in the welterweight division.
He's doing
Yeah, he
well.
submitted the other cowboy, Spanish cowboy.
Yeah.
Spanish
Right.
cowboy.
Spanish, yeah.
Brazilian cowboy.
Via triangle, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then you have Dos Anjos, who's a world beater. Though Dos Anjos, in the beginning of his UFC career, it's like surprising the people who lost to. He lost to Clay Guida.
Yeah.
Got his jaw broken by
Yeah, but
Clay
then-
Oh,
Guida.
I saw it. Yeah.
Again,
And
but
then he
Anthony
lo-
Pettis also lost to Clay Guida too.
That's true. Clay Guida
Fucking Clay.
beat two former world champs and yet has never gotten a title shot.
No.
I actually, I'm rooting for Eddie Alvarez in this fight. I'll be honest. I can't stand Dos Anjos, fucking
Attaboy.
Frankenstein.
I don't really like him, but I think he's gonna win.
I want Eddie Alvarez to win. He's a scrappy guy from Philly who was a former Bellator champ. I think it would be cool if he won this.
It would be cool. It would be nice.
Then we have Friday. We have the Ultimate Fighter finale card.
Yes.
Which actually, the card I'm not in love with. It's a lot of former Ultimate Fighters, not even from the last season.
Just in
You
general.
got from like the Black Zillion American Top Team season, like Vinci Luque.
Meh.
Exactly.
Meh.
But the fight that I did see was Jake Matthews versus Kevin Lee. And Jake Matthews is an Australian kid that used to train in his backyard, and now he fights in the UFC. Kid's scrappy as fuck. He fought on the Ronda Rousey card. He had that fight against that fucking Middle Eastern guy where he's getting beat on for like a round and then turned it around and ended up winning it. Do you guys remember that fight?
Yep.
He's getting like fucking beat on. He was all bloodied up.
Yeah.
And then
He
came
just
back.
came back out.
And then he beat the shit out of that guy. Bloodied him.
It's like
That
watching
was a bloody
face.
war.
Don't you dare touch me.
That was a fucking war.
You
Then
think you're gonna win?
this fight, which is I think actually one of the most interesting fights of the whole week, is Ross Pearson versus Will Brooks.
Yeah.
Will Brooks is a former Bellator champ. His contract's over with so now he's coming to the UFC. So it's
I
really
think that'd be
interesting.
fun, yeah.
Yeah,
See how that
he
works
never
for
fought Eddie Alvarez, but he beat Mike Chandler, who's the guy who beat Eddie Alvarez in Bellator. And there's a lot. He looks really good, Will Brooks, but it's like UFC is always the testing ground, And Ross
He's
Pearson
pretty good, yeah.
is
He's a little bit more established in the sport than Brooks is, though.
Yeah, but he's just coming off a loss too. He's
Yeah.
He's another
Isn't
shaky
he,
one. He'll win one, lose one, win one,
Yeah.
lose one.
Is he the one that trains with Cerrone? Or is that the guy he fought?
Paul Felder.
Paul Felder,
Oh,
yeah.
Lost
He's
to
supposed to be his
Ross
golden boy.
Pearson.
Yeah.
But Paul Felder, he was on a 3-fight losing streak or something like that, right? He went
He
undefeated,
lost
then he
to-
lost to 2 or 3 other people.
He had 1-2. He beat Danny Castillo by spinning KO.
Yeah.
And he beat Justin Scroggins. And then he lost to Edson Barboza and Ross Pearson, both by really close split decisions.
Yeah, and then he won his last fight, right?
So much spinning shit.
What are you doing?
Amazing.
He's got the AC control on the remote. But yeah, Ross Pearson is a really tough guy.
Yeah, it's like global warming in here. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty toasty.
Yeah, I had to switch out of my shirt and put on a tank top. Fucking burning up.
None of the
You
fans want
just-
to hear that.
Yeah.
And Josh wanted
They
to do
can't
this
tell.
fucking podcast outside.
It's a nice day out.
It is. It's gorgeous.
I'm sure there's a breeze somewhere.
And then, maybe my favorite fight the whole week, Joanna Jacek versus Claudio Galdia.
I think the only thing that's really
Doesn't
hyping
matter.
up, yeah.
Claudia's gonna fuck
No,
around.
The only
Joanna
thing
won
that's
the first fight and she's
Yeah.
gonna win again.
Wait.
Claudia is bae.
The only thing that's hyping up this fight is their ability because their trash talking is atrocious.
No. They're
It's
trash
absolutely
talking.
horrible.
Joanna's is trash. Claudia is just like, why are you talking all this shit? We're gonna fight each other. And Joanna's like, oh.
I definitely feel like Claudia came out better looking after this Ultimate Fighter season, even though I love Joanna to death. Polish pride. She's a Polish
Sorry, my girl's bae.
hammer.
My girl's bae.
Joanna is going to bury her under the octagon, and it's going to be horrible.
It's gonna be.
You know, Kevin, you can just sit down and not move.
I'm not even doing it anyway.
Claudia's gonna fuck her up, and I'm gonna love every second of it.
No, Joanna is gonna. Can you shut up?
Please.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to get up anymore.
This
That's
fan is
sketchy
bothering
fan.
everyone.
No.
Please.
I don't
know what you guys talk about. I don't hear a thing.
Please. I'm trying to talk about my girl Claudia right now, okay?
No, Joanna's gonna left hook her to the jaw, and then just do a blitzkrieg.
It's
and
gonna
just
be the best
annihilate
thing in
her.
the world when Joanna loses and she has to eat all that shit she talked.
Or she wins again.
Claudia doesn't have to say anything.
Or-
She's just like, I tell her when we fight, we will see.
or
And
she'll
this
win
is what
again.
happened.
Polish,
Now
Russian
she's
accent.
unconscious on floor.
I don't know. There's a lot of pressure on her. She's from Nova União, and you guys haven't been doing that well. Jose Aldo knocked the fuck out.
I'm part of that team now.
Yeah, because you always protect them. They're like, they don't do steroids, causation, is whatever.
Causation does not equal correlation. Correlation doesn't equal
Hit
causation.
him around. He has a ton of heart. A bunch of steroid losers.
Wow. Just because you don't like Jose Aldo doesn't mean you should talk all this
No,
shit.
I like them. They just cheated, use steroids.
So you don't like them.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
I mean, it's a
It's just an
different story.
observation that I'm making.
It's a completely different story when it's Brock Lesnar, a white man, huh? Maybe you're just racist. Is this the right sport for you?
Why? It's pretty white.
Well, you're
Maybe you
hating
should
on all
have
the
said
Brazilians
basketball.
right now.
Like, you can't play basketball with us.
We're
no more.
talking about Brazilians, not black people. So now you just look silly.
Yeah, racist.
Oh, wow. I am.
And you
racist.
look silly.
Oh, fuck.
I should have known all along.
Oh, God. I just put all the minorities in one pot. God, that's fucked up.
You do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you dumbass.
Claudia's ripped, though. I'm pretty sure she does steroids. She's a straight male.
She's straight
dickbag.
gay.
She's good looking, though. Claudia's beautiful. She's a dime piece.
Look at some of the chicks that actually do steroids. She does not look like them. She just looks incredibly fit.
Yo, Josh got some love goggles.
Yo, man. I can't help it. She's just so great. Future Bay.
I'm predicting Joanna. I'm saying it's going all the way, but it's going to be a beating.
Yeah, on Joanna. Joanna's gonna
No,
be
Joanna. No, what I'm saying is Joanna's
No,
gonna
Joanna's gonna get her.
No, you gotta listen to me. What I'm saying is Joanna's gonna beat Claudia.
I know what you're saying. Joanna's gonna lose after getting beaten.
By
It's gonna be
Claudia.
awkward. Exactly.
Ah, you get the half Spanish kid,
Oh,
half German. Of course he's gonna get the ball. It's like, we gotta finish the job. Didn't exterminate the first.
Wow. Wow.
we apologize to all of
just
our listeners.
Just because we went to that German soccer game
No,
doesn't mean.
I already stereotyped that was racist in podcast. I just gotta finish it on them.
Gotta finish
all
strong.
I can't fool anyone at this point. There's no chance.
I like it. You don't falter. That's good. There you go.
I'm true to myself.
You
Head
hate
on
everybody.
stash and all.
Never change, Rich.
Except for the stash.
You
The
rock, don't
stash can
change.
go.
Alright, and the card we've all been waiting for, UFC 200.
E-
Now, this is how crazy the fucking card is. This is the prelim fight pass. Is Diego Sanchez versus Joe Lozon, which is going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be like medieval times.
I fucking love
Glad
it.
it's
It's going to
royal
be
justice.
blood everywhere. Diego Sanchez screaming, yes, yes, yes. Joe Lozon going for like omoplatas and triangles.
From the back.
It's going to be a bloodbath. Diego Sanchez has the greatest intro ever, where he just starts screaming, yes, and he has a fucking crazy look on his face. When he does that, I honestly think Diego Sanchez is fucking crazy.
I mean,
Now
he
it's
does
facts,
fight
though.
in the cage
He
for
is
money
crazy.
in front of millions of people. So he
I guess
might
we're not
be-
going to bring up that Gilbert
These two
Melendez
are
Diego Sanchez fight.
OGs, too. Diego Sanchez was on the very first Ultimate Fighter, back in, what,
Jesus.
2004, 2005?
Yeah.
And Joe was on the BJ Penn, Jen Pulver season, which was like 4 seasons
Like
later.
8, 9.
Yeah, something
so
like that.
it's 8.
It's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. You got a tough Boston kid and Joe Lozon, and then you got Diego Sanchez from Team Jackson back in Albuquerque. What do we think is happening? Is this going all the way?
No.
I don't think it's going all the way, but I think Joe's gonna win.
I think
You think Joe's gonna
win?
win?
He has
Yeah.
more.
Boy.
He has
No
more in
one
his
for
arsenal
Diego?
Yeah.
because Diego's just a knockout artist. If he gets taken down, I don't think he
Yeah, I don't
can
think he's gonna be able to
stand it.
Wow.
I just really.
I was
like
gonna
Joe.
see. The thing was, I thought Joe Lozon was gonna win. I thought there was gonna be some kind of argument, but I guess we're.
Now we just lost
That's all
airtime.
I
God damn it.
Did you prepare a speech? Do you want to? We'll just fake rebuttal you. It's all right, Rich.
No, it's okay.
I like Joe. He frequents a couple of jiu-jitsu places I read about. He talks about some shit.
Either way, it's gonna be a great fight, and I wouldn't be surprised if Diego wins. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks him out. Diego is part of some of the best fights in history. Him versus Gilbert Melendez. Still,
slugfest.
yeah, that was still one of my favorite fights of all time. And Joe Lozani's been in a bunch of great fights. Like, I like the fight with him and Kenny Florian. Then, we have Josh's boy Jim Miller fighting Takanori
Gerard.
I think that one's after Jim Miller.
Not as per the UFC app.
Yeah?
I wrote it down in order.
You did?
I was prepared.
Jigard Musasi versus Diego Santos. So we'll move on. Yeah, nah, we got you.
We got shit to do.
Alright, this for me, this is going to be a striking match, and Musasi's just going to put on a clinic. I think Diego Santos is alright, but I mean, obviously he's highly skilled, he's in the UFC, but Jigard Musasi, I mean, his stand-up's top notch. You know, the only guys who beat him are the guys who take him to the ground, like Jacare, and submit him.
Was it like 1-2 fights ago? We had like a really boring fight. Made me sad.
Oh, because see, he's too lethargic sometimes. You know, like he has that look where he just doesn't care.
He's like he doesn't rush at all. He like takes way too much time. He's too kind of just like, it'll happen eventually.
Well, and that's also because he's more of a jiu-jitsu specialist, where you guys were jiu-jitsu practitioners.
Musasi?
Yeah. Oh, Musasi. Oh, I thought you were on Jacare.
I was really confused.
I'm sorry, you're Jacare right
what
now.
are you talking about?
Sorry. But he still does. He still has a good ground game too, Musasi.
Yeah, but it's kickboxing. What he's known for. I mean,
his ground game's alright. He actually just seems uninterested at all times.
Yeah, him and Rory McDonald have the best poker faces in MMA, in my opinion. Yeah, because Rory McDonald has the death hair.
Yeah, it's just nothing in Rory. It's just pure, just gonna try to kill you. Yeah. All right, man. Okay.
I've seen some things. Done some stuff.
Yeah.
My nose has been obliterated more times than I can count. No feeling there anymore.
I can't smell.
I hope he stays in the UFC.
Well, he can't argue for a contract now because he just lost his last fight.
I know.
But he lost to Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, though.
But he fucked up because he made a statement talking about how he's not sure what's going on with his nose. That kind of statement you make after your contract. If you start talking about how you don't know if you're getting surgery, there's something wrong with your nose, you're not sure how it's going to go. Now UFC is kind of like, well, why would we want to sign you if you're not functioning? Like, that would be really fucking stupid.
Exactly, because then when's the next time we can use it? Because he's already out for 6 months, I'm sure, with that fight. Then he has to, if he gets surgery or something,
he just needs to get the surgery and get it over with.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have to wait 6 months to get the surgery.
Well, I mean, because of the suspension.
Yeah.
But he was saying...
I don't know how bad the fight was.
Pretty sure he was saying he didn't want to do surgery. He wanted to try to do something but it, but he was saying he might have to. One of those things where it's like, at that
Physical
point,
therapy.
I'm like, you need to. We're going to gently massage your nose. But he said he broke it like 2 times in camp before that fight, too. So it's one of those things where it's like,
probably got to
I just want to say, this fight made Stephen Wonderboy the number 1 contender, for sure. And I'm telling you, he's the future now. Knocked out Johnny Hendricks in the first round.
That was mind-blowing.
He just beat Rory McDonald pretty solidly in 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I was like, he's the future. I've been saying it ever since he knocked out Jake Ellenberger. Mm-hmm. I was like, this guy's for real.
He's for real. He's a wonder boy.
He's going to fight Robbie Lawler once Robbie Lawler beats Tyron Woodley, which I hate that title fight. I hate it.
Although it has to happen. He earned it. That's the thing. He legitimately earned it, and he's been waiting, so we just need to get out of the way.
That's the thing, though. He's been waiting. He hasn't fought in, like, what, a year?
It's kind of like a dick move. Like, oh, well, I earned it, so now I'm going to do nothing until I fight.
Well, that's his fault. He has to live. Things aren't free because he earned the title fight. He has to spend his money. Has to pay bills.
But he's just holding shit up. What if fight somebody else? Stop being a jackass. You're a fighter. It's what you do. It's what you do.
You're right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're absolutely right. He could have easily taken fights like Cerrone would. Cerrone wasn't on an 8-fight win streak before he fought Dos Anjos. He just wants to fight, and that's who he is.
He wants the money. He hates fighting.
But that's the thing. He's complaining about his paycheck now.
I heard mixed things about that. I heard somewhere that Dana White was like, yeah, like he was just joking. He told me he was half joking.
Yeah, that's what happened. He ended up telling Dana White he was half joking. Which means like
so that means there's some truth to it.
Yeah. Like, oh, they're mad at me. I do like.
Well, supposedly him and Dana White have some kind of friendship, so.
Dana White's like, look, I'll buy you a new RV, okay? Just be quiet. Yeah. Like, well, I do like
RVs. RV? Really, Dana?
I want a hat too.
Really, Uncle Dana?
You're my favorite.
Yay. You know what's a big fight? Damian Maia fighting Carlos Condit.
That's gonna be. I feel bad for Damian Maia.
Yeah.
Carlos Condit's got that. He has a good ground game, Carlos Condit.
Yeah. And
I mean,
still
it's nowhere near Damian Maya, but it's still pretty good.
But I still think Carlos Condit should have beat Robbie Lawler. That was all Carlos Condit that fight. But Robbie Lawler, for whatever reason,
I can't say all.
In my opinion, because Robbie Lawler turns it on during the championship rounds when it matters the most.
I'm going to disagree with you. I'm not going to say you're wrong because I said you were wrong when you said Alexander Gustafsson beat Daniel Cormier, and I rewatched the fight, and now I agree with you. So
I got through like 3 rounds. I didn't finish it. I was upset. The knee, him not hopping on after he kneed him, wasn't as big of a mistake as I thought it was after I rewatched that. Because it was one of those things where he did try to beat the shit out of him. I just probably should have just chucked more knees.
He's really tired, though.
Well, it's like, I feel like there definitely needed to be more knees, but I guess, a man that tall, chucking his knee up that high into somebody, probably takes a lot out of you. So it's like, all right, like, I guess I understand.
Where were we? We just did Musashi?
Yeah.
Jim Miller.
Jim Miller from Sparta, New Jersey.
Takanori Gomi.
Takanori Gomi, the Japanese fighting legend who's past his prime. Well, both of them are past their prime.
Yeah.
Jim Miller was like one of the original guys. And I was like, yeah, Jim Miller. And now when he fights, I'm just like, oh, Jim Miller.
Shit, it's sciatica, and he just passes out. It's like, oh shit, EMT's like.
So I think this is a fight that Jim Miller needs to win because he's been on he has a shaky record so far. So this is something that he can prove if he wins decisively with like a knockout or in his specialty a submission to show that he still can offer something to UFC.
He's still stable,
Yeah.
I think that goes for both of them. I think whoever loses is probably not going to get another fight.
Well, that's what I thought too with Alistair Overeem and Frank Mir, but that didn't happen either.
And now Alistair Overeem is fighting for the title.
Yeah.
Against Stipe.
Apparently, if you stop taking steroids, learn to sit in really cold fucking water and drop some body weight
with
shit
Wim Hof. Yeah, Wim Hof, the fucking crazy Dutch guy.
You freaky Dutch people.
I was watching a Vice on him, and he trains people to run up the mountains in Poland in nothing but shorts. No shoes, no shirt, just shorts.
No service?
What?
No shoes, no shirt, no service?
See what
I did there.
Or he'll swim underwater where it's freezing.
Yeah, with ice.
With ice on the top.
I heard about that.
And he says he did it one time, and how it was supposed to be like 20 or 30 yards, and it was like from one hole in the ice to another, but he ended up swimming past it, and the water was so cold, he said his eyeballs froze.
Oh, wow.
And he couldn't see. That's why he missed the hole. So he had to keep going, so they had to put another hole farther down. He said he said that was the only time he's ever been scared in cold water because he went past a hole.
And you're just kind of like,
and then his eyes are frozen, so he can't see where he's going. This is with goggles on, and his eyeballs still frozen. Yeah. That's how cold the water goes in.
It's insane.
That would probably cause some severe.
And it's not fake because he's had scientists study him, and it's real, and it's not just him. Real. He's had disciples, people follow him who do it, and they can do it too. And it's all in his breathing. He does
part of the league.
He does most of what it seems to be. He takes big breaths and lets out a little bit. Big breaths, and he does that.
Oh, the kind of breathing Joe Rogan's a big fan of. Yeah. He talks about getting an oxygen high before he does shows and shit like that.
Yeah. Well, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Maybe that's where he got it from.
Yeah, he said he does it before every show or whatever. And I've tried it twice, and you do get a little lightheaded doing it, so it's not something I stop with.
Used to it too.
Do you think though that helps your fighting though? That Alistair Overeem's doing sitting in the cold water?
I think it helps your endurance because your lungs are the most important part of your body in any fight, not just even in running, in anything. You have to be conditioned.
I think the biggest thing is maybe a mental.
Yeah, mental. One of those things, if you can sit there in fucking freezing water, even if you're somehow
they say he does it for 2-3 hour sessions.
Yeah. If you're doing some fucking voodoo magic that keeps you warm, even then you're still sitting, not moving for fucking however long, half an hour plus at a time in what has to be uncomfortable at least, and you're just kind of like, yep, but only another hour.
But see, you're both right because you have to have a mental game, and you also have to be conditioned because you have to control your breathing, control your heart rate. You have to be calm, and you have to be mentally prepared, and that's where that comes from.
You're going to be a college professor. One of those, no one can be wrong in the room. Yes, little Timmy, you're correct, you're right. You're not fully right, but you're also right. And John, you are too. And I'm gonna tell you the
There's a
right
college
answer.
student named Little Timmy.
Emily
older
Dickinson's a
brother's
lesbian.
big
All right,
He's
partial
like,
credit.
he's like, I'm fucking 25 and I served 2 years in Iraq. Fuck off, dude.
All right, little Timmy.
Look at the little guy. Look at the little guy.
You're so angry when you're
He's fighting Stipe in Cleveland.
It's gonna be tough.
I just want to put this out there that after Stipe won the title, after Cleveland had like a 60-year drought, the Cleveland Cavaliers won the NBA championship and the Cleveland Indians went on a 12-game winning streak in baseball. After Stipe. Stipe's inspiring. He inspired the King James.
But no one wants to talk about it. No one wants to give Stipe the credit.
And he's a volunteer fireman.
And he is a fireman. I don't think he's volunteer.
Dumbass.
I think it's volunteer.
You sure it's volunteer? Because I know Chris Wineland does the same thing.
Who?
Really?
Chris Wineland, yeah. No, is it Chris Wineland or Eddie Wineland? Eddie Wineland, right?
Eddie Wineland.
Eddie Wineland. He's also volunteer. Not volunteer, but he's also a fireman.
No,
in his state.
it's volunteer, his thing.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty
I like
sure.
how we went from I think to no, it is.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
He had a great week, Stipe, though. He won the title and then he got married.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a good month. I think it was the same month he got married.
Dude, B-Dub's our world champion now,
Yeah.
and that's my wife.
Bitches.
And then shout out to Pool Guy from Cyrus. He went over to Cleveland and trained with Stipe.
That's fantastic. He's got a really nasty top game, right?
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. Hey, he helped train Stipe.
Alright.
He's helped Stipe win a title. You respect Cyrus.
But see, now there's a bit of a ominous theme to this because Kane defended his title in Mexico, lost. Fabricio defended his title in Brazil, lost. And now Stipe is defending his title in Cleveland. So
The most a heavyweight's ever defended his titles twice. Brock Lesnar did it.
What the fuck is that for?
you know it's far.
I don't know.
So if Stipe has to break the streak, he has to defend the title more than twice. So he defends it was over, which I think is a very winnable fight for him.
Oh, absolutely.
And then after that, Verdun's fighting Ben Roswell. Kane's fighting Travis Brown.
Yep.
I forget who Dos Santos is fighting, but it's anyone. I don't know who's going to challenge him next. Like, you could go with anybody, really.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have Kane and Verdun fight again to see who fights Stipe.
Well, what happens if... Because I know there's been...
a lot of ifs who wins, too.
There's a lot of speculation if John Jones wins this fight against DC and moves up to heavyweight.
No,
the last thing he said was he wanted nothing to do with heavyweight. He's like, if
he pissed me off with that. Because he was like, oh, I'm no longer interested in heavyweight. I was like, you did nothing in the heavyweight division. Like, shut up.
Well, no, because I was watching some interview with Joe Rogan, DC, and Jones is like, before anything, I have to beat DC, then I have to beat Gustafsson again decisively, and then I have to beat Johnson to establish my dominance in the light heavyweight division.
That's going to take like 2 years to do all
well,
that.
Well, Gustafsson just got a fight. Respect.
Yeah, against a no-name.
Wow.
Who cares? He's still fighting.
James Blatchowicz
You mean
or whatever.
He's won
a fight that he actually deserves? He's not just getting something because I'm really not sure why. This is crazy. This is almost like
he brings
how
in the
fights are supposed to
pay-per-view
work.
numbers. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
He was off of losses over and over. Well, then I'm like,
He
I
should have beat
understand
Daniel
this fight.
Cormier.
No,
The judges
no.
fucked it up.
He should have beat John Jones too, but they fucked that one up too.
You want to tell that to DC? And no, I've rewatched that fight multiple
Did you hear
times.
that?
Let's watch it again together, Danny.
We'll watch it right now.
Put it on. That'll be the rest of the fucking
Boy,
podcast.
No, but John Jones was
Boy.
doing an interview, and he said he didn't know what happened after the fight. That's how bad Gustafsson beat him. He
All
had
he
to
had
be
to do was walk
escorted
out
out
of the octagon.
of the arena in a stretcher. I don't know if you call that a champion, but Gustafsson just walked out.
Still won.
Bullshit.
Beat the scorecards.
Wins the win.
I would be like, oh, well, they should have won that baseball game, but that guy caught the fucking ball. If he didn't catch the ball, they would have won.
Yeah, but when
they did.
When the score is 6-5, obviously a person who had 6-1, but when the score could have gone either way, was that close.
You're saying the score was 6-5.
But that's more.
You're saying
that's
that was the end
opinion.
of it.
No, that's opinion. Baseball is facts.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So,
baseball's fast.
Zingano. Julian Pena for the next fight. I won't be dragged down to your
That's not the next fight. The next fight would be Sage Northcutt versus Enrique Martin.
Sage.
That one is apparently that's on the other card. That's supposed to be after TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah,
I'll pull it up. It's not on the prelims. It's on the
secondary.
I'm sorry, it's not on the Fight Pass prelims. It's on the regular prelims.
Yeah, Kat Zagano isn't on the Fight Pass prelims.
Like
You're looking at the regular prelims now.
Okay, but then I have it as Kat, then Johnny.
No, it goes
Dillashaw.
Sage, then TJ, then Johnny, then Kat.
It's very annoying. I wrote it backwards.
Beautiful mind.
No, 'cause I'm pretty sure Kat Zagano was on the main card until Brock Lesnar came on and it was like, yo.
That's gotta be annoying. Hey, by the way, no. Alright.
But then you got the feel for the other two fights because Brock Lesnar just came into UFC. Now he's co-main event over an interim featherweight fight and a bantamweight women's title fight.
I could see.
And Brock was like, "Yeah, just take a seat back.
Sit down,
I got this."
The interim featherweight doesn't bother me so much because it's an interim belt. It's one of those things where it's like,
It's not a real belt. You know, Conor McGregor started it, and now everyone's doing it. Like, John has an interim. This is an interim.
I've got a theory now. So Conor McGregor goes up a couple weight classes. Now Jose Aldo's going on about how we'll fight him any weight class again. So now they're going to fight at a weight class up, and he's never coming back to featherweight ever. He will always duck Frankie for the rest of his life. Oh. That is what will happen.
He's not ducking Frankie.
What do you mean?
He doesn't need Frankie.
That's right, he needs Nick. That's who he fucking needs. Nate, God damn it.
Oh, man, you're ignorant.
Shame on me. Shame on my family. Dishonor on everything.
Just because
we're not going to comment.
I'm in shame right now.
So we got Sage versus Enrique Martin. Sage
coming off a submission
I'm
loss.
not even sure he's human. He's such a physical, athletic phenom.
But he's still young. When he lost to who's that guy that trains with Benson?
The fucking
Brian
Barbarian,
something like that. Yeah. He
something.
lost to
he had
what was it, a choke? But Brian was on the wrong side. I don't know much about jiu-jitsu.
They had strep throat, and what is it? The great, unless the Gracies are hopping on the Sage Northcutt kind of thing, they're talking about how he finished it by using a downward angle instead of a side angle. So it was just a different choke applied well, and apparently a couple of his training partners say that he does catch people in that choke.
Okay.
So it's one of those things you can tweak chokes a little bit.
Well, I didn't know the mechanics, but when Joe Rogan said he's completely on the wrong side to apply that choke.
Typically, I think what it was, to be entirely wrong, was typically you use something like that to pass, but I guess how he was doing it, he brought himself up and then was coming down, so he was pushing the arm down into him instead of over like that, so it was really going into his carotid, and the arm was on the other side, so...
And that's what I think with Sage, he has to start off strong and finish strong because it's so far he looks like since he's young he can't handle adversity.
Interesting advice.
Yes,
so he has to be good the whole time.
He has to be.
If this team wants to win, they're really gonna have to start trying hard.
Daddy with the hard truths.
No, but he's still young. He doesn't seem like he can handle adversity well. Kevin.
Well, I also heard there's problems with his dad.
Oh yeah,
is his dad controls all his training. They went to TriStar and then they left TriStar, and I was like, why would you
going back though?
I don't know, but why would you even leave in the beginning?
That's great.
Because they're pushing him too hard. I was like, I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure Faraz has an idea based off George St. Pierre
and Rory McDonald.
George St. Pierre's a freak athlete, though. Let's be honest.
That's true. He is a freak athlete. But still, you got to be more than a freak athlete to win that many times.
No, I'm not saying he was bad in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying,
Speaking of George St. Pierre, I want him to come back and fight Michael Bisping for the middleweight title because he'll beat him, and I love that.
Bisping doesn't want that. Bisping doesn't need that in his life.
They're talking about Bisping and Dan Henderson. That's actually they're in contract talks.
Why?
Because
Bisping
so needs to win.
Dan Henderson
he has to be a true champion. He needs an easy win.
Henderson hasn't been ranked in the top 10. Last of his 4 or 5 fights, he's lost.
No, then he beat the Barbarian Tim Bosch, and then he beat
Didn't he kick someone in the head?
Okay, Tim Bosch isn't in the UFC anymore. Hector Lombard had lost to Neil Magny before fighting him.
It's still a win. It's still a win.
He's not even ranked in the top 10.
I don't understand.
But
why
this is Bisping's choice.
Bisping.
That's why Bisping is calling out Dan Henderson because of that knockout loss.
Bisping's I hate Bisping. It's why don't you fight somebody? I don't know. I don't even accept a Jacare fight. I know I want the GSP fight, but it's fight Jacare.
Jacare deserved it without a doubt, but he lost to Yoel Romero, which was bullshit decision.
Bullshit.
But then, as Michael Bisping says, Chris Weidman, you're just being pathetic on Twitter. Calling me out, you're being pathetic. You lost to Luke Rockhold. And then I just beat Luke Rockhold.
Luke Rockhold. Was he Jewish?
Luke Rockhold.
I think that's like the gnarliest thing I've heard is like out of nowhere. Like I didn't get to watch the fight and everyone's like, oh yeah, Bisping won. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
what? Are you
biggest
serious?
upset of all time was TJ Dillashaw, Hannah Barrow, Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey, and Matt Serra knocking out GSP. Those are my biggest upsets of all time.
I think Bisping has to be up there now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's up there.
Oh god,
that's what I'm saying.
You listed three
right
that were
up
not
there.
him. I was like,
No, I'm saying they're all in the mix. Up there. Oh, we're all pause. Snapchatting. Snapchat.
do it for the memes.
Snapchat.
Yeah, I
Did
guess
you see
why.
Yakure's like pissed off that GSP's even in the title talks? He's like he was like calling him a bitch and all this shit.
I mean, homeboy pops out of nowhere and is like, yeah, I'm gonna take that title shot. And Yakure's like,
Why
I don't know. I think GSP has a say just because he defended the title like 10 fucking times
And
in a row.
he left as the champion. He gave up the title. He didn't lose the title.
he's still
True
young.
story. True story.
There's one of those things like I feel like even then I feel like he still need one fight.
And then Bisping was calling GSP a bitch. Everyone's calling GSP a
Bisping
bitch.
shot.
Everyone's just.
No one
respects
respects
better to
Bisping.
GSP.
But he's got to come back and re-earn that respect.
You know what I was hearing?
Like a
GSP
fucking
was
what?
saying he could easily make lightweight. Imagine if GSP went down to lightweight.
God.
That'd be so
Massive.
great. GSP versus Conor McGregor. Plow! Biggest fight of all time. Plow! Plow! Pay-per-view numbers everywhere.
You really want to watch McGregor lose again that badly?
Ooh.
That's your new fetish?
They're
is
my two
McGregor
favorite
losing?
fighters.
That's your new fetish is McGregor losing? I hate that feel when you find a new fetish.
My hope is that they hit each other at the same time
And they
and both knock out.
They just shake hands and call it a day.
They will just walk home.
McGregor.
I respect your skill, as
Biggest
I
fight
do.
of
And
all
just walk out of
time.
cage.
Imagine the pay-per-view numbers on that fight, GSP versus Conor.
set records.
Literally, the
Set
whole country
records.
of Canada and the whole country of Ireland would be at war. That's what it would be. Those two could lead their nations to fucking war.
No, but before he fights GSP, he has to fight the heavyweight champion. Then he's got to fight the light heavyweight champion and work his way down the title reigns until he gets to GSP.
So,
McGregor.
Do you think McGregor's going to do all that?
Oh, but Josh, he already has. See, he was going to fight Rafael Dos Anjos.
I gotta go. I got the worst fight. I'm pretty sure he just lost to Nate Diaz.
He moved
right?
up in weight to Nate Diaz.
Yeah,
what I'm saying
and
is he's
he
moving
lost
up in
that
weight.
fight.
two
Right?
weight classes.
And he lost, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say he won. I'm just saying he moved up in weight.
There's,
Moved up 25 pounds. That's a lot of weight. He's going to beat the shit out of Nate in this rematch.
is Nate normally that weight? Nate was like on a fucking boat partying. And he just showed up and kicked his ass.
Yeah, but Nate has fought at welterweight before, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.
But
Not breathing on my mind.
as we've seen, there's like an easy transition between lightweight and welterweight. You know, with Donald Cerrone.
Don't you know
Nate
this,
Diaz.
Josh?
It is
Why
not.
does Daddy have to explain this shit to you?
I'm sorry, the one time the man doesn't dehydrate himself to near-death Skeletor fucking levels and he fights somebody and he can't knock him out. That's what we witnessed.
No.
Do you disagree?
No.
He underestimated Nate. And lost.
And we'll lose again. It
He
wasn't
was
Nate's
pounding on Nate
jiu-jitsu.
pretty well. Nate was
And
just
Nate
smart. He was
won.
covering up at the most dangerous parts.
You mean Nate was being a superior boxer? Oh, shit. That's
Anyway,
dirty talk.
TJ Dillashaw
I'm gonna have to take this.
is fighting Rafael Asincao, who's been on the sidelines with an injury for a long time. But he was one of the top bantamweights. And he already beat TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah.
He beat a questionable decision.
I feel like TJ has to have a fire lit under his ass right now.
Oh, yeah,
I
after
assume
that
so.
questionable loss to fucking
Cruz.
He had to look so stupid.
skeptical hippo face.
You leave the decisionator alone. There's no such thing as ring rust, you bitches.
He's got the bare
Necessities.
necessities.
Just what he needed to win the fight.
The bare necessities. Dominic Cruz's footwork.
His
I think
everything
TJ
worked.
Dillashaw is going to win this. He's a way better fighter than he was when he first fought him. And he's got a fire lit under his ass, like you were saying. He's going to tear through him like Kobayashi. And then we have Johnny Hendricks fighting Kevin Gastelum. Funny No, Kevin Gastelum used to be a training partner of Johnny Hendricks.
And Johnny
When he
Hendricks
was
doesn't
starting
say
out
word.
his career, he was brought in for a camp for Johnny.
Oh, wow.
And supposedly, Johnny, yeah, kind of.
That was a
Hand motion.
Emotion.
Josh was jerking off, penis in hand.
You can't tell him about my nervous tensions, bro. Come on. You all ignore it.
I have Johnny Hendricks winning this because he just got embarrassed.
By Thompson?
If
By
Johnny
Thompson,
Hendricks
yeah.
doesn't win this, I'm pretty sure he's got to just accept the fact that it's over.
Johnny
Something's
Hendricks
not
is a
right.
guy who had so much potential and
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
did not capitalize on it.
He's like, hey, I could totally pull this off at like 70%, right? And then he couldn't. He was just like, I don't really know if I want to give it 100, though. I mean, 70 seems alright.
70
He's
still
trying to
passing.
just wrestle out Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, that was
You
insane.
know, just
Fitness
lying on top of
crowd,
him.
that was
when
always
they-
Yeah, he had more success with the combinations.
Yeah. I want the Johnny Hendricks who had like comic book knockouts, sending people flying
Martin
across
Catman.
flying across the ring, or John Finch, where he had where he's like Rogue from X-Men, where if he touched you, you die, like the fist of death. Bitches were flying everywhere. Johnny Hendricks was this like fucking like country boy that everyone's like, holy shit.
Big
Jimmy the
rig.
boys coming downtown.
And then he just, in my opinion, hasn't fulfilled his potential.
No.
What?
Timmy's in a well?
Okay. Kat Zagano versus Juliana Pena. I got Kat Zagano. I say she's going to win this, then get the next title shot, unless Ronda Rousey decides to come back. That's what I think. Juliana
She's gotta come
Pena
back
could
eventually.
surprise us.
Well, wait, what happens?
but
Isn't
I
Holmes
also-
in a fight next? Isn't Holly Holm in a fight?
Holly Holm is fighting Valentina Shevchenko.
So if
Shevchenko.
I think I thought that was at 145 though. No.
oh, so it's
No,
not
actually, maybe
bantamweight?
it's 135. Interesting though, Shevchenko's coach got shot in Brazil when they were in Brazil. He got shot. Some guy was robbing
Oh my
the
God.
restaurant they were at. He confronted the guy. The guy shot him. Gun versus jiu-jitsu.
Is this going to lead to a steroid accusation?
Yes.
No. Just,
You sure you don't want to get that off your chest really quick?
Well, I mean, he did. Did he survive it?
Fucking steroid!
he survived.
The steroids.
He's alive and well.
Hospital
The
board
steroids created a barrier around his blood vessel. Prevented the blood from leaking.
And now the main card. Cain Velasquez versus Travis Brown. This is how dope the main card is. In the promos on TV, Cain Velasquez and Travis Brown aren't even fucking featured. That's a main event anywhere else. That's how big the main card is. Cain Velasquez, Travis Brown. What's happening in this fight?
Kane thrashes him.
You think so?
I think
Brown
Travis
dies.
Brown, no.
But Travis Brown is dating Ronda Rousey. Maybe he's stealing her secret
That's
power.
why she sucks.
Judo powers.
He's been sucking it out of her.
He's been sucking it out of her. Rude. Rude. Rude.
Wow, I can't believe we even go that far.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Jesus Christ, you guys are absurd.
Absurd.
That is absurd.
Fucking degenerate, Kevin. You goddamn degenerate.
So
Come in.
what's your opinion on it then?
This is my house.
I think Kane's gonna beat him to death.
Yes.
What round?
All the rounds.
Third.
I think Kane's just gonna ground and pound him. Honestly,
The Lord of the Light will bring him back after each round.
honestly, I think it's gonna go probably all 3 rounds, but Kane's just gonna beat on him with a bunch of little punches.
Bless you.
Jacob, bless you. A drinking game out of how many times we see Ronda Rousey horrified by the side of the cage.
Yeah, so let's make that a drinking game.
We're all gonna die.
See, I don't know because
You don't know?
where do they compare to in stature? Like, how is he? Does he have a longer
Travis
reach?
Brown is fucking 6'8", and Cain Velasquez is 6'1".
What about the reach?
I'd assume it's
assuming.
somewhere similar.
Did
to
reverse
that.
Fabrizio Verdum have that? Did he have a longer reach? And he was taller than Velasquez, right?
Yeah, Verdum 6'4".
All right.
Yeah, he has a longer reach than Velasquez.
So it's the typical
Velasquez is
striker
pretty small
versus
for the.
wrestler.
Well, I think
Heavyweight
because
division.
Velasquez
It's
he's
fine.
got to get in, and I think Travis Brown can keep him at bay with knees and jabs.
You mean the eye pokes that he's been taking from John Jones?
Yes.
I can see the eye poke strategy working here.
Well, I mean, he beat Matt
Don't
Mitrione.
look at me like
He beat
that.
Matt Mitrione like that.
He almost killed him.
So he did.
He did.
That was his last fight.
Yeah.
He did.
Nah.
It's like, and then Mitrione's like, I don't need to take this shit anymore. I'll go to Bellator where they have respect there.
They don't poke eyes in
Oh,
Bellator.
yeah, Matt Mitrione's eye
Yeah, it was
was a
all fucked
fucking
up.
baseball. It was
Yeah.
hanging off his face. It
Yeah.
was hanging off his. Oh my god!
You
it
think I
looked-
was just pulling his out of my ass?
Yeah.
No,
Entirely
I
possible.
totally forgot about that. Oh my god! It was hanging off his
Gross.
face.
Yeah.
It looked like Men in Black. Like he had been infected by some fucking alien
Yeah.
disease, and they had like implanted a child in his face.
Alright, this is going way too far.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
Jose
so
Aldo,
much
Frankie Edgar.
Jose, Frankie
It's the
Edgar,
mustache, you can't help it.
revenge time.
Frankie
Edgar,
Frankie
all the way,
Edgar, all
without
day.
a doubt.
Jose Aldo just went through a traumatic experience. Jose Aldo was
Got
bludgeoned
raped.
to death.
He was not bludgeoned to death.
It was one shot.
Jose Aldo was flatlined.
Flatline.
He was legally dead for 3 seconds.
All you heard in the crowd was beep, beep. He's fucking a flatline. Fucking,
For Brazil!
it looked like Conor McGregor took Thor's hammer and bludgeoned Jose Aldo in the chair.
I hate you.
Some fighters
I
make
hope
the last
everyone
draws.
knows I watched that fight with everyone with my Irish flag, and Josh literally fell to the floor. He was so upset.
Lassie
I
got
left
up.
right after that, right?
He
That
was
when-
fucking flat. They had to drag him by the ankles out of the house. Had running against the stop.
At this point, I hope we can understand that I'm a big Aldo fan. I like his leg kicks, but I still think Frankie's gonna win.
Oh, we all saw his leg kick when he died. And it's
Well,
like
Frankie
flailed out.
Edgar, who everyone said had pillow fist, knocked
Knocked
out
out
Chad
Chad
Mendes
Mendes.
with a punch to the
Yes.
nose.
Dead.
But
He's on a
Chad
huge
Mendes
win
It's a
streak.
also
Jersey
is probably
thing.
having some
It's a
chin
Jersey
problems.
Yeah. I'm glad Chad Mendes is taking time off. I was
He's
like, you
being
need it.
smart.
Alpha fails.
Honestly, I don't even think it's that bad Ronda Rousey's taking this much time off.
Because she's making movies. It's not to
Yeah.
reinvent
But I
herself
think-
because she's making money.
But I think it's good for her brain,
Yes.
you know?
I'm pretty sure Holly Holm dropped her IQ.
I mean, like, I think she should have taken 6 months to come back, but she's taking a whole year because of the
Maybe
movies.
years, probably.
But I think after a knockout like that, like head kick knockout, like you need 6 months off at least.
But I think you need 6 months off where you're not training. Where
That's
you're
what I'm
not
saying.
getting
Yeah,
into it. Okay.
yeah, 6 months with no. Maybe you can hit the bag.
No
maybe you can do
contact.
stuff,
Yeah,
but
you
you
need to
absolutely
grapple.
no contact. You know, and with the grappling, I'd make sure you give her sparring partners who are going to be delicate. You know, don't throw her a thirsty purple belt like trying to
Thirsty
make his
blue.
name. You know.
I love how you said make his name, not make her name.
Yeah.
Because she only accepts men at this point. She's
Oh,
just
yeah.
too good.
Who's gonna give her a woman? Like, hi, I'm Carol. I'm kids 2 and 4. Just dropped them off at soccer. And I love doing
with
jiu-jitsu
Ronda
twice a
Rousey.
week. Oh, good. You're training. Oh, you're like you're about 135. Okay, we'll have you roll with Ronda. No, you gotta have like
If
fucking
she
like
dies, she
former
dies.
Navy SEAL, like in the shit of
Tim
like
Kennedy.
Desert Storm,
Shit up Devers.
training partner for Ronda
So
Rousey.
that's what Tim Kennedy's doing now.
Corporal Thompson, Navy FMF officer. Third
So
place.
Frankie Edgar, Jose Aldo, that's going to be 5 rounds. Wait,
Because
so
the
let me
title
get
fight,
this
yeah.
straight. Hold on. Since Brad Lesnar is the co-main event, they're going to have a 5-round fight with Jose Aldo,
Then
5-round fight with Misha Tate,
Yep.
3-round fight with Brock.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Shit's gonna get
That's
crazy.
weird.
He
So
doesn't
I-
need 3 rounds. They're just giving him 3
I
rounds.
think
It's a
Frankie
formality.
Edgar in 5.
You mean Hunt doesn't
No.
need 3.
I said
Hunt
earlier
needs
than
about
that.
1.
Earlier?
I'm gonna say 4.
Don't you have to
Beginning
go
of
to
4.
work?
Very soon, actually.
He's saying 4
I
rounds.
said beginning of 4, Edgar.
Yeah, I say 3 or 4.
I'm getting a 3
You say
feeling.
3?
I don't know why.
You
Yeah.
want to finish it early?
But I
Or
say
maybe
because of the
Jose
wrestling.
Aldo could come back.
That's
I say
possible.
because
I
of
mean,
the wrestling.
But I
If
think
Jose gets, like, if the first and second round go to, like, the leg kicks that could chop down a fucking giant oak, then I'm pretty sure.
You know what I
I
find-
think
Well-
Edgar's gonna stay nice and close and just fucking bash it.
Well, I think as long as Edgar's nose is bloody, then he has a
Yeah.
chance. If it's not bloody, then I don't know what's going to happen.
that guy bleeds so much. But he has a great coach who's so underrated, Mark Henry. Mark Henry's a great coach.
Yeah.
You know who Mark Henry's actually coaching? Eddie Alvarez. Alvarez just started. Yeah,
I
look
knew
at
that.
Kevin. He's got all the facts. Kevin's a fact guy.
That's why his mustache is so big, it's hiding secrets.
Mustache and beard hide all the secrets. Don't ask your wives.
And we have Misha Tate versus Amanda Nunes. I want Amanda Nunes to win just so the title changes hands again. I think it would be funny if no one could hold it for more than one fight until it comes back to Ronda Rousey. I find that hilarious.
Well, it's going to be tough because Misha Tate wants to be the first power couple with her and Brian Caraway.
Well, Brian Caraway has to fight more than once every 2 years. Brian Caraway just beat Aljamain Sterling in not great fashion.
But, I really need you to step it up.
And he fights every year and a half. Like,
he just beat Eddie Wineland. He's
just
beat
getting
Aljamain Sterling.
He's going to get the fucking title shot against Dominic Cruz.
He might.
You know what? Have Brian Caraway fight TJ Dillashaw after he wins the fight first. And have him
and we'll see what happens.
Be nice.
Plus, I don't want Misha Tate to win because either then she rematches Kat Zagano if Zagano wins, or
no, it'll be Holly Holm if she wins,
or she rematches Holly Holm, or she rematches Ronda Rousey. I don't want to see a rematch. I want to see new fights in the women's division.
Well, that's the thing, because she rematches Ronda Rousey. It's not like it's going to be a rubber match because she's lost twice already.
Yeah.
But what if she magically pulls through after Ronda's been just making movies, head fucking bashed around?
I see you have time to practice your stand-up, Josh.
Well, after we had Shrill on.
Though you can't count Misha Tate out ever because
she's Misha Tate.
She gets the shit kicked out of her and then she comes back.
5th round.
It's her fetish.
She was losing every single round, and then out of nowhere, she pulled out a rear naked choke.
She wasn't losing every round.
Oh, yeah. It was tied. It was literally
you sure it's
tied.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she won 10-8 the second round.
Yeah, that's just it, because she had the one round where she got
ignorant.
That was what made it
Professor Flake didn't do his homework.
Blood.
Wow. You expect so much from your students, Professor.
I do.
Brock Lesnar, Mark Hunt.
The fight I know we've all been waiting for.
Danny's
for 5 years.
Favorite fight of all time.
Brock Lesnar.
He is literally an alpha male.
I don't disagree,
but I'm pretty sure Mark Hunt is gonna just knock him into the fucking.
Brock Lesnar, if it was
Josh,
like,
shut your whore mouth.
I'll go back to Whore Island. My Ocelots.
Yay.
I think we're all forgetting the man after coming out of WWE, after failing to make the NFL, had to actually drop weight. Yes, Randy Marsh ectoplasm right now, just all over the computer.
Oh, goddamn science.
All right.
Great talk.
He had to cut weight because he was too big for the heavyweight division. He needed to have custom-made gloves because his hands are too big for mortals.
But he still lost.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar is why the Greeks
started after diverticulitis.
Started the myth of Zeus and shit. They saw Brock Lesnar and they're like, "Holy fuck, Hercules!
Holy shit!
Holy shit! The first Vasquez, the first Greek Vasquez. Holy shit!"
Oh, goddamn.
He had an embarrassing loss to Frank Mir, but then came back with a one punch. He caused a human being to do a backward somersault and then speared him on contact. Well, after he...
Yeah, the reaction time was literally disgusting. He was like, boink!
As soon as he made eye contact, as soon as he saw the whites of his eyes, just
attacked him. Randy Couture out with a jab.
Yeah.
That was scary.
He jabbed him.
This guy dead.
He's got like...
He's known as a true champion. He defended it twice,
his arms are tree trunks.
Yeah.
His arms are literally tree trunks.
He punched down a door. He took one punch and the door fell down.
Is this in WWE?
No, this was after he lost to Frank Mir during the rematch.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Why?
It was a real door, guys.
Yeah. it was a real door. On the hinges and everything.
So you have Brock Lesnar winning this?
I have Brock Lesnar first 10 seconds.
You've been on the show for how long, though?
I don't care.
Oh my god. Shall we put money on this?
No.
Mark Hunt, though, imagine, what are you going to do? Mark Hunt
drops him 30
Kill
seconds.
myself. Next question.
And his head starts rolling across the canvas.
Mark Hunt's already back in his
I
corner.
think Mark Hunt could, if you gave him like a good punch, he could decapitate someone. You give him a good opportunity.
But Brock Lesnar isn't just somebody.
I feel like that could break someone's neck.
Terms. Mark Hunt is also a beast. He's not at the
Oh,
same
that-
level
that-
of Greek
Mark
god,
Hunt's
but
the
he's a
kind of guy
fucking
that they
he's a
have
bear,
on, like,
bro.
No, I don't take that away from him.
Yeah.
After
Mark
his
Hunt
one
is
punch
a
down.
super Samoan.
Who'd he
On
just...
like those on the Discovery Channel shows where they have like the martial artists come in and they register
Oh,
how much
sports
force you
science
can-
or whatever?
Yeah.
that kind of shit. Mark Hunt's the kind of guy you need on there. We're
Yeah.
gonna register how much punch can actually come from him.
Well, after his fight against Frank Mir, he punched him and
Gorilla.
literally walked away. He knew the result. He knew he wasn't getting up after
It's
that.
over.
He's gonna kill a gorilla, that guy.
Yeah.
The only one who could save us from the gorilla uprising. Mark Hot.
I want Brock Lesnar to win because I think it would be amazing if he won.
And then when he wins, he's going back to SummerSlam.
But I don't
And
know.
they just he wins.
It goes back to SummerSlam
Shut your fucking mouth.
with Mark Hunt's carcass.
He just takes a bite out of his chest. Throws
Just
it.
comes in with a bag and there's something
I'm
else rolls
looking
his
for
head out of
you,
it.
Miz.
Dun, dun,
He comes in
dun,
on a
dun.
tricycle. He comes in on a fucking tricycle. Oh, you're fucking holy shit, this is gonna be a scary fight.
And then
The main event of the evening.
Daniel Cormier, John Jones. This is actually kind of a perfect main event fight because this is a grudge match. They hate each other. This is not fake.
I like how
fucking
Jones is like,
hate each other.
I've let it go. I'm really not that mad at DC anymore. I'm
Fucking
like,
lying.
really though?
You just cursed him out at the last press conference. How much of a bitch he was.
Yeah.
I want to see
And
the
DC
way.
is putting his life on it. It's like, I will die to beat John Jones.
Good.
That's the pinnacle of my life. If I beat John Jones, dead.
Yeah.
If I lose, I'm dead. I don't have to worry about it.
You know, John Jones, like, you better be good. Good, you need to be.
I'm like, what kind of man? Like, I know there's like a grudge between him, but he's a wife. He's got kids. Like, I will die in the octagon to beat John Jones.
DC's kids
Fuck
are
my
watching.
family.
Like, Dad, what about us?
Forget-
Doesn't matter.
But
Shut
it
your
was-
fucking mouth, Diane.
But you know what was funny?
I'm not your
Remember
father.
how Daniel Cormier got hurt and was taken out of the fight and OSP for John Jones? After he got hurt and had to step down from the fight, John Jones was like, I thought you were willing to die.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was willing to die, not fight with a broken arm.
That's different.
You don't understand.
Predictions.
Jones.
Shit. Really?
Jones, yeah. Because I think Jones is like, he sees the bigger picture. DC's like, my one goal in life is to beat
Justice.
Jones.
I have to say,
Because he even said, like I said, he was doing an interview with Joe Rogan, and he's like, I'm not looking past DC, but I have to prove myself further by beating Johnson and Gustafson. And DC's like, is like just targeting it on Jones. And that's his entire life.
I might give him more concentration. And Daniel Cormier did not have Cain Velasquez as a training partner for the first fight. Cain Velasquez was hurt. This time they're both fighting for the same card, so they're both training together. That's a big thing not to have your main training partner.
But why would
for
you
a
want to
fight.
train together if you're on the same card? Why would you want to risk hurting the other person?
Because that's what they do. That is literally why
That's
everyone
the
thinks
whole
that
point
fucking
of training
camp.
at AKA. To
But that's the
get
thing.
injured.
I mean, like, it's like when Luke Rockhold was training with DC and Cain Velasquez for his fight. They weren't fighting, but now DC and Cain Velasquez are on the same card. Why would you want to risk hurting each other during sparring?
Have you listened to any of what DC says? He's like, I
Interesting
haven't
in
even
out.
sparred with fucking Kane. We fight. We literally have fucking fights with Kane, and Kane slaughters me.
I mean, I know it's only a couple of days to the fight, but I think it's irresponsible if they, do that. If they really
I don't
fight.
disagree. It's also irresponsible when Cerrone's fucking like wind gliding, doing shit the
that's
day of.
Well, in his defense, that's like that's just
wind glided into the arena, like jumped off barrel rolls.
that's his
bitches.
entrance.
Pops the gloves on. I'm good to go, boss.
But he says like he needs to do that because he gets very, very nervous before the fights. He says he's
Well, that's
like
his release. Yeah.
That's his release.
near death experience.
Alright, I think we gotta start wrapping this up. So that's UFC 200. I guess we wish everyone a happy 4th of July.
Happy
Yay,
and safe 4th of
America!
July.
Oh yeah, don't drink and drive, guys.
Yeah, guys.
And be careful with fireworks.
Oh,
Yeah, use
the
it.
cops are out.
JPP.
Yeah, if you guys die, you probably won't hear the podcast anyway. But good
Listen to it before you die.
If you die, walk it off, share it with your friends.
Walk it off, share it with your friends.
That's
I
beautiful.
lived. Signing out. Equal
Alright.
co-host Josh Ridge.
Double super equal.